Your report.
I'll start. And we'll cover some more of that in the city bar, but like the streets are looking good. She's got the sweeper hooked to the tractor, been using it. Park's looking great. They replaced most of these lights, got them back up working when I talked to her. I found a street cleaning sign I gave to them. They put it up in town. It was on the side of the road, so I didn't see them even wasting it. It looked brand new, so. Other than that, we'll cover things that's going to be on here on the agenda. Other than that, everything's running fairly smooth from what I can see and what I hear.
Go ahead.
What? She did go ahead. Oh, okay. On the water, noticed that no one got cut off last month, that either an agreement was made and has been paid, or everybody's
Fantastic.
doing well with that, and 2 new meters were paid for and installed.
The 2 new residences.
On mine, I have, at Elder Scott's Park, we need to get it surveyed and put up some fence, because, they're taking it for a driveway. So we get it surveyed, put a fence there, and that would block that off, because they could drive through there, and a child might be in the way. And then, as of today, David and Davina have picked up 16 puppies and given them a home.
Congratulations.
And now we're trying to get Miss Cole to try to come and get the mamas and the daddies. But we
I abstained from any vote to do with her name. Last time you had to mention it was
okay.
The problem is we're trying to catch these puppies while they're young. I still have 4 that they're used to us now. They are eating out of our hands. You can't necessarily give away a puppy that runs from people. But it's the mamas and the daddies that need to go next. If we get the puppies young, we can get rid of them quick. David made a box and put them all in there Friday. He made it to the convenience store in Leesburg. Somebody looked over there and he gave every one of them puppies away at the convenience store in Leesburg. So if we can do something with the mamas and the daddies, and I know we do have money in the budget, but I would like permission to go on and use that money and call Martha Ann in here. I think I got 2 of them that we'll be able to catch because they're used to us feeding them in the mornings, and get rid of them.
Before we hit that, I was going to jump back on what Ms. Olivia said about surveying Ethel Scott, because we had talked about trying to upgrade Ethel Scott just a little bit. So I'd make a motion to get that park surveyed. That way we'll know where things at, get things laid out for the children, and we can start working on that park a little bit. So I'd make a motion to have Ethel Scott Park surveyed.
I'll second.
I can move the second. All in favor?
I believe. She had a question.
We already have that on the books. You are talking about what part of the land is ours and what part of it?
Well, I
People are disputing what belongs to
I can look at the map and pretty much guess, but if you're gonna go into the process of putting up a fence and to keep people from driving across it, you need to have a survey.
Even my fence I put up around my property, I had a cousin at the time who was in a survey come in, we surveyed mine. Even though I was good friends with my neighbor who only comes down about twice a year, I still just legally, because a fence has to, I think, if I'm not mistaken, you have to be 6 inches from the property line with the edge of your fence. You can't get no closer than that. You've got to give them that 6 inches. You cannot just be right on the property line. So,
Yeah, I just remember.
You know my opinion. Bottom line, if that where we feel like it is, and if the people on the other side got a problem, let them pay to have it surveyed.
I pretty much know where the back of it is. It's just the length. I can guess it, but I think to save everybody time and money, it's best just to go on and
But how much do you think it's gonna cost to have it surveyed?
Is it, Mr. Cook,
go
you
on
say way back when we were putting the lines for it in front of the firehouse, didn't you say that having land surveyed is kind of expensive, involves
I said it
attorneys
can
and
be.
all that?
I said it can be sometimes, but at the time that was a dispute going on over there. It is possible. It depends. You have to get bids. To do what you're talking about there versus there, it's sometimes a little cheaper because it's fire department. You got 2 or 3 properties back there in the mainland. Where here you're just trying to draw a line. He's not having to submit a plan or anything like that. He's just, basically, he can find the pins, and we might could do it. If y'all want to go to the expense of renting a metal detector, and it's a special type of metal detector you got to have. I have been surveying my ex-cousin-in-law now, he's an ex-cousin-in-law now. I could call him, he surveyed his entire life. He's still somewhat surveying for the city of Ellenville now. He's like a street guy surveyor. I could ask him to come up here and help us, he charges a minimal fee to do it, because he has to bring his equipment. And we can find the pins and nothing else. Draw a line, pull a string. That's how I did mine. I just pulled a string. And then I stayed 6 inches from that string and built my fence.
But part of the back, I do know where it ends, because the people that just purchased that property and just purchased the mobile home and moved it there, they got that part marked, But I don't know exactly how far, everybody says that pecan tree. Well,
You gotta find the
It's
pins.
hard, it's hard to make a vote to say, let's do it, when we don't know what it's gonna cost, if it's gonna be $200 or $700.
Let's say if it's
I'll
less
adjust
than
the motion.
$250.
I'll adjust the motion. I'll make a motion that we get quotes on half Edward Scott Park survey.
All right, been moved and second, all in favor, aye? No opposed, thank you.
Before we go any further, this is concerning old business too on the fire truck. To my understanding that the mayor and the clerk were not notified of the pickup of the fire truck.
The old factor? The one we just bought.
They didn't know who was going to pick it up. They didn't know anything about it was going. Nobody sent them a message or called or did anything.
Well, now, I talked to Lena, after you texted me, when you couldn't, you said you texted everybody else and couldn't get it.
That night, after I've already talked to Jeff Hanner, I should have been notified, or at least the mayor, that morning, because nobody has access to the money without.
Neither one of them.
Well, I
But I
think
just
just for
wanna
me,
have
I didn't wanna contact you if the answer from everybody else was gonna come back no, and I didn't wanna bother you.
But by the time I found out, Jeff had already came in and said he was going to get the truck, and I said, well, how you gonna get it? You got the money? I got that money. I said, now how you gonna drive back? You got a charge card?
Well, I already called and told you he was coming to get the check.
Nobody did. The last I
But you were
heard,
okay with it when I
Lee,
came up here.
I was fine, but Lee, I thought Lee was gonna give it 2 weeks ago.
Well, that didn't work out. I didn't want him to have the credit card. I didn't want him to go to get, the card to get it, but, Jeff was going for training, and we had to pay
It
the
worked
money to
out
go.
when Jeff went, but I didn't know until Jeff walked in here.
Which, jumping on the truck issue, heard from Ben, and I thought Lee Jeff should be here in about an hour and a half. And the truck is running great, so it looks like maybe we got a good truck.
Yeah, he said it didn't have no radio in it for a long time. I can't see this. The lock's been installed. I don't know. Lee knows. The lock's been installed. The emergency switch has been moved to the outside of the building. Lee has the code. And I guess you notified everybody.
The ones that need to know.
The ones that need to know. Okay.
While we're on that, you want me, Miss Olivia, did you have other stuff, or you want me to just go on with the fire department? Okay, the 15,000, we took out a SPOS for the new fire truck. We still need to get the, tank and engine number 3 repaired. It's gonna cost us about $5,000. The extra 1,000 is the diesel to get it to Dublin and back. We could take it somewhere else, but it'd be more expensive in the long run. The 4,000 is to get it sanded down and coated with, what's it coated with?
Some kind of special epoxy.
So they wanna take it down, cut it in half.
Well, no, it's got an inspection plate in it. And the guy that, not many people that do it, the guy that does, got a young fellow that works for him that can fit that in that inspection plate, sand it all down, put the coating on it, and then it'll be like a brand new tank. The tank is the life of a fire truck.
Right now.
If you get rust in the pump's gone, I know that.
Yeah,
But
it's
for what he's got, he's gonna go in and rebuild some stuff in the pump, rebuild the packing and all. What he has to come back and tighten up every year. Yes, this
So
year he
that way-
tightened up as far as it would do, as I would just